Hi, folks. Wanted to give an update on the pond for this weekend. Yesterday, I spent quite a bit of time with the pool net until I broke it. Then I had to get another pool net and a new 14-foot pole. But I was able to get, I think, most of the muck out. I don't know if it'll show up on camera. You can see the bottom pretty well. It's not sparkling clear, but to be able to see the stuff on the bottom I'm ecstatic about that. Fish are just chilling. Good afternoon sun. You can actually see the drain pool. Yeah, I don't think it's going to show up on camera. But I ended up taking about 3 wheelbarrow loads out. A lot of it was some of the rock from the concrete or the poolcrete starting to break down. Let's see if you can see that down there. Then I used the broom and swept it up a bit. Did some work over here, sweeping the slope, just a portion of it. I didn't do the whole thing because I'd already been working on it for an hour and it was really, really cloudy and the upsetting the fish quite a bit, I'm sure. But sat out here for a while this morning, enjoying a cigar and a cup of coffee and the feeding the fish. And they've been chasing each other around quite a bit. So I'm wondering if they're going to spawn again this year. It'll be interesting. We'll let that sit for a minute. I'm going to walk around and kind of look and see what else I can see because I haven't been out here for an hour. But I was really impressed with how much it cleared up. I did clean all the filters yesterday, and I did notice that with having the bricks hold it down so it doesn't get bypassed as much, I really had to spend a lot of extra time cleaning them. It's doing a great job with those buffer floor pads, sucking up the muck. So one of the things I might try maybe later this week is putting that batting material in again. I bought another bag of it. I think I'm going to put a bunch in like barrel number 3 and see if I can get some of the fines out to clear it up even more now that there's not so much muck going through it. See how that goes, and then as this gets clearer, I'll be able to see what part of it just is more of a job for a pond vacuum, which I don't have. But I think some of the loose stuff, I'm wondering if I can sweep it up a little bit. But I also want to make sure I got the big piles of muck out because I think there's a little bit left yet. I just couldn't see anything after the first few scoops. Then I was just kind of going blind and just trying to cover every area of it as far as I could reach. The new pole I got's a 14-footer, so I can pretty much reach everywhere in the pond now. We're all just chilling now. Sure is a lot funner being able to sit and relax and see the fish. Even down to the bottom, that's pretty cool. You see them flipping sideways, I like that because then you can kind of see the full depth of their body. They don't look quite as big from the top, but when they flash on the side, see how massive they really are. I see they tend to do that when they're pulling algae or something out. They tend to flip on their side, I think, to get some leverage. That's my guess. Yeah, I can't tell with the sun shining if the camera's picking up any of that or not. I'm going to put the broom in just so you can see how far down it goes. I think it's probably 3.5 feet deep now, losing a bit each day. It does that for a while. It gets to a point where then it's just basically evaporation. I think it gets down to about 5,000 gallons, 4 or 5,000 gallons, and then it just evaporates. It stops leaking. But I get nervous scraping the floor, trying to get the muck up in case I cause any new holes, new leaks. So I'm going to get a one of those smaller pools just to set up as a backup in case for some reason that does suddenly start leaking fast. I can start pumping some water into it from here into the pool just to hold them until I figure out what to do next. Again, I don't know if that shows up on camera or not, but that's the bottom. Sure, it'd be nice to have a pool vacuum though to get the smaller loose stuff up, but I'm happy with this too. This has been an interesting project and I've learned a lot. I think it'll give me some insight to when I build a bigger pond. What I'm planning on doing is over there, that's where the current pond is. My plan is to build a large rectangle, basically the fence perimeter, pretty close to it. I think what would be cool is on the side where the faces the pool, put the window in over there. So it'll be about 3 feet high, concrete block above the ground level, and then about 3.5 feet down for the depth. Then I'll think about putting a little shelf in to put some lily pads in because I didn't want it like sterile, clear, or not clear, but just like no natural ones to it. And it's really hard to do with a rectangle pond. But I think if I put some lily pads in there and maybe some other type of plants, some lotus or something, it'll make it look a little more natural, as natural as it can be. That's the idea. A little bit of vinyl still stuck around the pool drain. I was going to leave it there. I don't want to rip anything loose now. Risk damaging the drain. But the frogs are coming up more and more. See, they line up along the edge there. We're finding fewer and fewer places to hide as I clean up all the muck. Try not to stir anything up because I want to see how clear it gets today. I mean, it's pretty dang clear, but I'm just curious more than anything. This move this broom back up. Yeah, that's the update. Now let me take you around and show you the barrels. I'm doing great. Back this out a bit. There we go. Barrel number 1. Pretty clear. Just a little bit of particulate, but it's looking great. Barrel number 2. Looking good. Barrel number 1. I think that's looking good. The view from this side. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if I can focus in on it or not. It's really hard to see. I got sun glare. There's a drain down there, but I don't think this phone picks it up. It's a big chunk of vinyl. Got some little pieces of vinyl down here. Those will be easy to scoop out, but I'm not too worried about them. So, yep, we're looking good. I'm really impressed with how much the UV is managing. This is up to 15,000 gallons. UV was working gangbangers on that. It's only 55 watt. So I think it just fills up in the winter. If it does like it did last year and gets up to almost the skimmer line, I think it's going to stay fairly clear since I got ahead of it this time. So we'll see though. Be interesting. Anyway, that's probably enough for now. Might film a little bit of a fish watching later this evening as I'm feeding. It's always fun to watch. At least for me it is. Very relaxing. Alright, thanks for watching. We'll check in with you later.